Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Will Cheese Fail sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of Gordon Ramsay eating and critiquing one of our egg sandwiches we made as children.
You! Fuck off!
Perfect. Just in time. Just in that first 30-second window where our ad revenue for the video is already gone for cursing. There goes 3 whole cents.
Make up for it by getting level 20 in Ant Legion. Yeah.
Fuck.
We ain't never changing.
Anyway.
All right.
No. We said we would stop plugging it. That's not going to happen. Like, as soon as something enters into my mind, it is 100% going to randomly appear. Top right, we have GranZ. I'm just going to call him GranZ. In the bottom left, we've got MasterChef. Who's looking to cook up something, but we don't know who's cheesing as of yet.
Yeah. It is a ZVP. So no T's in here. So we got no Terrans, just Zergs and Protosses. It seems as though...
A miracle.
I mean, I'm not seeing any type of cheese right now. I'm seeing a regular ass open for Master Chef. And then we've also got a pretty standard open here for GranZ as well. Now, the thing is, with Zerg, things can turn very quickly. I mean, he could go right for layer tech the moment he kills his probe, put down a Nidus, do something wild. As for Protoss, I don't really know what kind of cheese you can do like this. Maybe he cancels the Nexus last second, puts down a Dark Shrine, goes for some sort of fast tech, all-in-y, cheesy type build. He is getting very quick gas here already. So, I don't know. I'm not seeing it yet, Adam.
No, I don't, other than like, I mean, it could be, but this would be a weird way of doing it. It doesn't look like a roach all in or any kind of weird kind of, late, early game Zerg bullshit. So I don't know. This is another example of it not being cheese.
Yeah, I mean, we got a Stargate going here. Maybe fast teching into carriers, trying to do something a little unorthodox, but one way or another, hey, let's not die on that hill. Let's let the game cook up a little bit, you know? Is the chef chefing?
I ate an apple not long ago for some fiber. Doesn't mean I'm going to be shitting any easier later today.
Very true. Very true.
This is not looking like anything remotely close to cheese.
No.
I am not giving either of these gentlemen any quarter. This better be a damn good friggin' game. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make up for it with some horrible fucking ad plugs, and I don't have anything right now. I am.
Hey, don't force it. Just let it come. Don't force it. Just let it come. She gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this isn't cheese, but it is a void ray, and
it is.
And GranZ is going to be upsetty spaghetti about it when it appears on his doorstep, because at this moment, other than a queen per hatch, he's not really that ready for it. He's got a couple of extra queens about to pop, though. That will help him when that void does make it over there, if they doesn't just get distracted forever here with the lings. But you might have to pivot a little bit. Or not, or your immediate response to seeing a Void Ray could be to build a Roach Warren.
Yeah, it could be that too. He is putting a Spore Crawler down in each base. The Queens, as of right now, should be able to handle one Void Ray. The question is, how many Void Rays? It looks like he's not even building any more Void Rays. Okay, there it is. The Fleet Beacon is going down. This Void Ray, or this Overlord here, does scout out the Fleet Beacon. So at this point, he's got to know that carriers are coming. This Stargate is not building any more units. You put 2 and 2 together, and you normally come up with 4. But you know what? At the same time, this is LAGTV. They might be adding 2 and 2. They might get to 6. Yet who knows, right?
The math here is often strange, and so yes, it's entirely possible that could be the case. Man, you know, I will say it's been interesting to watch, even for us, casting lower level games, how much more frequent these Tempests have become for Protoss players in the last month or two, as pros had figured them, you know, that they're actually a pretty good unit, and now everyone figures they're a pretty good unit, and we're going to see them back out in action now. Was there a... I don't remember. Was there a patch that changed Tempests to some amount that like kickstarted this whole thing? Or
I don't think so. I mean, I know at some point there was like a speed boost, but I'm pretty sure that was like over a year ago. I just think maybe there was... Usually when pros... I mean, there's a massive... tournament, right? That $1 million tournament that happened. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it. I think you did, but I didn't watch it.
There were Tempests and stuff that happened there, but we were seeing it a little bit before that.
That's true.
Too.
Yeah.
But that definitely, I would assume that anyone that watched that, like if you're somebody that's watching it and then adopting it, that definitely would have sped things up a bit, because they were very successful.
Yeah.
For Protoss in that tournament, you know, which is saying something, because typically Protoss are basically a non-factor in professional play. Look at the damage.
The damage is
out
huge.
On those. It's massive. I mean, they got the upgrade going, and you get to about, you know, 3 is rough. You get to like 5 seems to be the magic number, where it's just nightmare fuel to have to deal with. Because the speed is there, but of course they also have what is, for all intents and purposes, the longest range in the game. And so unless you miss micro them, which is kind of happening right now, it's almost impossible for anyone to be able to get any shots in without getting punished, and that's kind of what we're seeing here as that base goes down. And a queen is taken off the map. Yeah,
it is one of those units that they are strong if you know how to properly position and or micro them. And what it ultimately does is it forces your opponent to either retreat or basically take a big fight. The thing is, you can't half-ass it. You cannot throw 50% or 30% of your army to only kill one Tempest or get their shields down, and then you lose a bunch of units. It's one of these things where you kind of have to let a base die, back off, get a critical mass of something that can handle them, and then force a fight. And what we're doing right now is he's just using a queen here and there. He lost 4 queens over here instead of using his creep to go back, get in behind some of these spore crawlers. Even though you can outrange them, it'll at least buy you more time to get out these corruptors, get your queens more into a ball, and then start using your transfuses and taking a good fight. Now the corruptors are out. These do crazy good damage to your Tempest, but at the same time, if you over-get corruptors, all it takes is a good Protoss player to stop production of Tempest and immediately go into, say, a charge lot, stalker type regular ball, and next thing you know it, you've got your dick in your hands, and you've just been caught as your mom walked in as you finally ventured over to Prawn Hub. It's not a good feeling.
No, it's a terrible feeling.
Horrible.
It's hard, you know, unless you've got an iron will. Finishing after that, it's just it's not an option.
Can you imagine getting caught, and then she goes downstairs, and you say, well, I guess I ought to finish rubbing this one out, you know? Like, I mean, jeez.
Like, can I at least wrap this up? It's just, put a lot of work in here.
Damn, dude. Holy my God.
That would be some sadistic shit.
It's weird, but, you know, I'm sure it's happened. You know, when you gotta rub one, you gotta rub one.
100% somebody has done that before.
Mom,
without question.
I told you to not. I'm in here stroking one. Like, oh my God.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a Tom Green skit from like 2000.
Yeah. Tom Green. What happened to Tom Green, man? Is he still doing his thing?
Drugs?
Probably. Yeah.
Lots and lots of drugs.
The group I think Tom Green could have really excelled with is if he went with the Jackass guys and he became one of the Jackass dudes. I think he would have just fit in so perfectly with them. Just the way his humor is and stuff. Maybe not like
True,
on so much of a stunt type thing, but to have a dude that will just do dumb, wild shit and make really crazy, inappropriate jokes. I think
if he was there as like the running commentator,
yes, it'd have been perfect.
You know, in the background, I think that would have worked really well. Come to think of it, like some of the Jackass stuff, you know, if they had done like an event, like a special one-off where they were doing like a literal event where they came up with a bunch of things, you know, to do at this event, like a sporting event, but for, you know, Jackass-related activities, and then they had a couple of like really like a Tom Green plus somebody else commentating.
Yeah, perfect.
What these events. I think that would have been good.
It's kind of like that Kill Tony stuff, right? Like if he was on a panel of like Kill Tony, like
similar.
He would absolutely crush. But I'm gonna have to like follow it on Instagram or something. I haven't heard that name Tom Green in a hot minute.
If I had to take a guess, he's probably into obscurity for a reason. He's probably like a tinfoil hat. He strikes me as somebody that went full tinfoil.
Yeah. Like a conspiracy theory type dude?
Yeah.
Like one of those?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, look at this death ball. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. You overcommit on Corruptors. He just kept building Corruptors, and now he stopped building Tempest, and look at this ground army. This is going to absolutely destroy whatever GranZ has. GranZ, though, taking a decent fight, but unfortunately those Archons are going to be able to soak obscene amounts of damage. The charge lots coming in from the front as well. He's trying to pick off the Tempests, but to no success with the army. A good surround there, though, from GranZ. His positioning is getting much better. The creep is helping him, but here comes the cavalry, and I think that this could be the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I would tend to agree, Mr. Black. It was looking reasonable there for a second. The Corruptor switch was you know, his best option really at the time, but you know, unfortunately for Zerg, if the Protoss plays their cards right and they do get a few Archons out like we're seeing now, the Corruptors just become dead air. Literally dead air, and just cannot compete, and it is a very difficult tech switch to deal with. And we were witnessing that right there as GranZ GG's out. But MasterChef cooked up, it wasn't cheese.
Nope.
But he cooked up something.
Yeah.
And he secured the dub.
Yeah. No, it was a solid game. It wasn't cheese, but it was still solid nonetheless. Well played, I think, by both players. I think when you get a lot of Corruptors like that, you got to be prepared to get that Greater Spire, scout out, and if it's possible, to basically tell yourself, okay, at some point I'm going to have to get into Broodlords. Like, I'm just going to have to tech switch into Broodlords, maybe stop production of the Corruptors after you scout to make sure that they're still not, you know, double pumping or triple pumping Tempest or whatever other air, and then just focus on getting cheap, non-gas extensive units or intensive units, and use that gas to go into some Broodlords. I do like the fact he was getting Lurker, so if you're not going to get the Broodlords, get the Lurkers, but the Lurkers they just never came. It was just, he didn't tech quick enough, he didn't pick a lane, he overgot his Corruptors, and, well, it shot him in the foot. So, good, solid game nonetheless. Guys, again, if you all want to support, check out Ant Legion. We don't need any new downloads. We just need the people that are already playing to at least get to level 12, with a stretch goal of level 20 and beyond. And of course, grab that orange specialized ant by hatching those eggs, and that'll also help us out as well. I got nothing else to add, Adam. I'm ready to jump into another one.
So am I, so let's do it.
All right. Peace.